You guys. Yeah. Didn't think
What's the
about
matter?
it. And she's like, I should have set my skelly.
Oh yeah, we could. You just pull that chair up.
You want to? Yeah.
You want to move it
Yeah,
over? We
hurt.
can just
We
move
can
over the
start it.
chair.
We're live, but like I said, we have a few minutes.
Come on, Bones.
This is interesting.
Yeah,
What are we
make it
doing?
fun.
Mhm.
Oh, watch her pants.
Oh no!
It's
Just a costume adjustment real quick.
there we go.
Sorry.
I haven't started right.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Like we haven't started right.
Yes.
We have, but
Yeah, it's
she's still
okay.
having to go through the testing and everything.
Nice. Okay.
So let's
Oh,
see
you
if we
named her
can
Mr.
get him on
Bones?
camera.
Yes.
Now. How cute. There we go. Oh my god, that was spooky. Okay.
That's my dog's name.
Spooky.
All right. Well, welcome back to another WCN Live here in the Wilson County News Break Room. My name is Kristen Weaver, and I am joined by...
Olga Ramirez.
Elva Camarillo.
And Shivon Rodriguez.
Thank you. Welcome. Thank you for being here today. First, I'd like to thank our sponsor, The Price Way, which includes the dealerships Price, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep, and Richardson Brothers Chevrolet. They are located here in Floresville on 181 next to each other. I'm going to adjust that a little bit. And you can shop all makes and models, as well as huge service department, and even for careers. So give them a shout out. Check them out. Thank you, The Price Way, for your loyal sponsorship of WCN Live. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to have you ladies or someone draw me a winner. So let me
Elva.
explain. Every time we're live on WCN Live, we would like for you to post a comment. You can give a thumbs up, you can say hello, you can ask questions. Your comment while we're live will get you into the next week's drawing. So this is from our last one, and our winner
There you go.
is Kateri Gonzalez. So congratulations to Kateri, and I will be
Go,
reaching out
Kateri.
to you.
Congratulations.
You win a C Street Gift Shop gift bag and a basket, and we will be reaching out to you so that you can claim your gift. And exciting, so when you comment today, your name will get into next week's drawing, where we will be awarding somebody this cute basket here. Y'all want to tell them what's in here, this cute Halloween basket you put together?
Sure. We actually have some stuff from the Floresville Police Department. Some cups that actually change colors. We have coloring book in there for if anybody has kids. We actually made some little keychains in here for the football. Anybody at football? And we have a CD. Anybody that likes K-pop? Let's go, guys. And we actually have candy because I know everybody has a sweet tooth during Halloween.
That's going to be a fun one. Yes, thank you for the donation. So y'all comment today, share this video far and wide because we have a great message for you about what these wonderful law enforcement agencies are doing in our community. So first, let's start with introductions. If you would please, each of you tell us a little bit about yourself and which agency you're with and maybe how long you've been there. Okay. Go ahead.
My name is Olga Ramirez. I am the Assistant Administrator for the Floresville Police Department. I actually started the department in 2011, and since then we've had events from Blue Santa to Thanksgiving, just to help out our community and to help out the ones that are in need. And
Yeah, great.
My name is Elva Camarillo. I work for the Wilson County Sheriff's Office. I am a dispatcher and the coordinator there for events. With the Sheriff's Office, we try to hit all the communities in Wilson County. We try to make presence wherever, we're needed. Sometimes we help other agencies. Right now we have, of course, National Night Out, so we'll be talking about that today.
Great.
And my name is Shivon Rodriguez. I am the police clerk at the Floresville PD. I've been there now going on 3 years, and pretty much what Miss Olga said, we just handle the events. I mean, we do a lot. We're the backbone of the PD. We do everything kind of behind the scenes that you really don't see. It's a lot, but we love it, and here we are.
And last but not least,
Oh, this is Mr. Bones. He's part of our spooky haunted house that we'll be talking
oh
about too.
boy, okay. Well, thank you for that introduction. So nice to meet all of you, and looking forward to seeing what you have planned for National Night Out. So tell us about that.
So National Night Out this year will be at the Wilson County Sheriff's Office at 800 10th Street. We have, of course, we have joined teams with Floresville PD, and we have a lot going on. We'll have a DJ. We'll be doing hot dogs and drinks. We do have lots of the community coming out. HEB. We have Randolph Brooks. We have
cast. National Night Out is to bring all our community together. And I think the best thing was this year was to pair up with the Sheriff's Office. We have paired up before in other events. We were together National Night Out last year. Last year was our first year, and we had that one downtown. This year we're going to make it at the Sheriff's Department just to see if we can get more people to come out and more community. And it is to bring our businesses together too. We have a lot of new businesses coming in. We have Bubba's, we have Scooters that is out in the county, but they're going to be out there serving food, giving free food out. We also have, which I always call her the elote lady. She is going to be out there also, street corn. And then we have Girl Scouts will be helping us out there. We are going to have Poth PD out there.
The Floresville District 5 will be out there. District 4 EMS. District 2 Fire and EMS will be out there. We do have Sonic will be out there.
Yes,
and anybody else who wants to join us,
it is
can
free
definitely contact us.
Yeah, definitely. We do have a lot of space.
Yeah, there's
so,
a lot of space.
Yeah, and so the sheriff was kind enough to close everything down for us this year and say yes for our music and everything. So people will be safe out there.
So where will things be set up? Like from the highway, how would we envision that?
So
Where do we go?
still working on the whole logistics part of it, but majority it will be where the parking lot will be closed.
Okay.
So it's going to be closed for everybody. Fire EMS will have them parked to the side, so that way the kids and families can go see the fire trucks, and of course EMS. We will have the booths within the parking spots.
Yeah, so like right there.
Yeah,
center,
kind of just
front
in the central
department,
area
and
that
everybody
way.
can kind of come in from the outside.
And of course, we do have an extra area where we'll have parking. So there's a kind of a big lot next door to the sheriff's office, and people will be able to park there. We'll have somebody kind of helping out with that. So.
And then we are going to have the lady, I'm so sorry, I don't remember her name, but they will be giving out booster seats this year. For whoever would like to know how to put the booster seat in the car. She actually demos all that for you with your child, and they show you how to booster her, what's the right position, and so they will be giving out that for free. She'll be out there. And then we're going to have Floresville Emergency out there also, which is
care
the
will be out
air care out there.
So we're trying to get Air Life is still in the works. Air Life usually tries to make presence. I know they will be there, but I don't know if the actual helicopter will come out.
It just depends on the weather and
Right.
how, and if they're not busy themselves that day.
We'll DPS will be out there. They'll have a booth out there also. So we got quite a few people scheduled to be out there, which is great. So again,
and the only thing is, I think Sheriff will be out in Lavernia because they got they have
they'll be there this year.
Oh, he will be there.
They'll be
Okay.
here with us.
Yeah, sometimes they kind of switch
Because we
or
do
go back and
also
forth.
National
It's
Night Out with
community wild.
Lavernia. So with the sheriff's office, again, we try to be everywhere. So some of us will be in Lavernia and some of us will be here in
Yes, there's a lot of towns where have their own, national night out going on. So.
Okay.
And if they want more information about it, you can go on the City of Floresville's website on the police tab, and you just look on the registration for National Night Out. You don't have to register, but if you want more information, our emails are on there, so feel free to reach out.
That's wonderful.
Or they can call the Floresville PD or the sheriff's office, and they'll get in contact with one of us.
Yes, definitely.
We'll be glad to help.
Good.
Definitely. So.
Okay. Well, the next event that you have is the very next week, the Goober Games.
Yes.
Talk about that.
And we only participate in Goober Games because that's actually from their court. That's the festival, the Floresville. I think festival. I can't remember their proper name, but we do show up. And the same thing. We have DPS. We have everybody out there again, passing out things. Sometimes we pass out different things, and we probably won't be passing out the same thing. But we do have until we run out.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
mostly it.
So we
Yeah.
can't
Like
get
an
back to
hour.
back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Usually we get hit hard.
Or depending on the weather, because last year the rain hit
Oh,
us.
the rain hit us
Oh,
bad
yeah.
last year. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
it was kind of a nasty day last year,
It
but
was.
Right.
hopefully this year we'll have a good day and the kids will enjoy it.
Wow. Well, thank you for those who have been watching with us, sharing your comments, and I appreciate you asking Sharon about the date and time. We'll just circle back and talk about National Night Out. That is
Oh, yes.
Tuesday,
Tuesday, October the
1st,
Yes.
and from
Yes.
6 to 8 p.m.
6 to 8 p.m.
Yes.
And like
Yes.
they said, they will be at the Sheriff's Department. That's on 181 there. You can't miss it.
And don't eat because there's going to be some
Yes.
free
Yeah.
food out
Right.
there.
We will
There's
have
gonna
hot
be
dogs.
There's
hot
no
dogs,
Right.
waters.
admission or
Yeah,
just come,
some
yeah,
things
enjoy.
will cost, but
Mhm.
most of the time everything is kind of free
Yeah.
for everybody.
Yeah.
So, yeah, and there's free stuff they're going to be passing out.
Right.
So definitely do come out. I think I forgot to say, I even mentioned Floresville ISD won't be out there.
yes, the Floresville ISD police will be out there. We did invite Poth and
Right.
cheerleaders and Floresville cheerleaders to.
Didn't the-
I think they're
the
going to be there.
Tiger's going to be out there
Yes.
also.
So
And then
fun.
McGruff will also be out there.
Yes.
I forgot about McGruff.
Yeah.
He's always
So,
out there.
I mean, we
So,
try
yeah.
to reach to everybody,
Buddy.
you know. Sometimes we fall between the cracks and we're like, oh, we forgot somebody.
Yes.
But again, if you want to come out,
Mm-hmm.
if you're in a business or something that wants to come out, reach to
Yeah.
any one of us so
Oh,
we
yeah.
can get.
Yeah,
you
we
out
tried
there.
reaching Wendy's, but they were still trying to open up, so we had no clue. Who do we
Oh,
reach?
yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
Sonic will be out
Sonic,
there,
yes.
and I believe AGB, like you said.
Yes, I did have HEB.
And Scooters. Scooters
That
will be
just
giving out
sounds-
free samples.
Wow.
They said they would be giving
Yeah.
out free samples,
They're
so they're
We love
absolutely delicious.
Sounds
but
like it's
yeah.
going to be a grand party that you don't want to miss. And then the
No.
very next week, just a week later, is Tuesday, October the 8th. And that is the Goober Games we were talking
Games.
about,
Yeah.
which takes place at the event, the Floresville Event Center. That's
Yes.
out 97. And that's a big, huge gathering, so great for the kids. And if you can't make it for National Night Out, then you get to see these
Okay.
fine folks
Yes.
there.
Again.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll be there. We're usually right there, right off of that little corner right there at the beginning, right in the event center.
And yeah, and October
Underneath
just
the tree.
seems to be an explosion of events for y'all
Yes.
because then
Oh,
Love
yes.
October.
then that leads up
So-
to us talking about the Walking Dead Patrol Haunted House.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
So we just want to say this is our first time kind of handling this. Our chief and our lieutenant went to chief school, and they were just kind of discussing events and things that brings people together, makes the kids happy, because we do it all for the kids. It's always for them. So we just decided to make something up called a haunted house. It was kind of thrown at us again.
Yeah.
But luckily, we love Halloween, so we are going to have it spooked out. So I also put on there to bring your costumes. If you want to wear your costumes, you can. So basically what it is, it's going to be a haunted house. It's going to kind of run through our PD. You'll head to the back. Once you get to the back, there's going to be a trunk or treat. We're hoping we reach out to fire, EMS, first responders. We're going to have like a little trunk or treat in the back so they can get candy. And you're more than welcome to go back around and go into the haunted house again. It'll be from 6 to 9. So that's pretty
And
much
that
Well,
is-
we are trying to get this set up. And somebody did mention, I thought it was a good idea, to get some of the high schoolers involved. And if anybody is interested, does have a high schooler, wants to do some extra community service hours, give us a call.
Yeah.
We're more than happy,
Oh, that's good.
yeah, we try to get them involved as much as we can. I know for the church also, for their confirmation, I believe it is,
Yes.
they need
They have
hours
hours.
also, and we are more than willing to give out hours. We need them at some events, and
We always need the extra
yeah,
help.
we always need the extra help. We do have our officers that
That's good
do
to know.
help and everything,
Yeah.
but sometimes we just need that little extra people. Hey, come out, And
That's a
believe it
good
or not, we
reminder.
actually have Pleasanton or Poteet. Some of their kids actually come out and
Yeah.
help our
That's
department.
wonderful.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, they
And then
do.
all we're asking too, there's really no fee to get in, but what we're trying to do is start our donations already for our toy drive for Blue Santa. So, I mean, any price, it could be from $1 to $20 toy. That's your way in with your family. It doesn't have to be each kid. And if you can't, that's okay. Still come out and have fun with us. But we're trying to raise our toys for Blue Santa, getting prepared for those children as well.
Good,
Yeah.
good. And that haunted house takes place on Friday, October 25th.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. From 6
Yes.
to 9. So
Yes.
we're trying to do it in the evening to make it more spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then the sheriff's office on the 31st has an event with District 5 Fire, which is the truck or treat. So that too is going to be October 31st, just in case.
Oh, good. For
The
that
Sheriff's
night.
Office, I think this is Fire's 4th or 5th year, and our, what would be their 3rd or 4th year for the Sheriff's Office who's joined in with them.
And that's which district again?
District 5 Fire, which is going to be on Hospital Boulevard.
Right.
So.
Okay. Did y'all get that?
A
Make
lot
a
of
note.
events going through.
October's busy for all of
Make a
us.
note,
Well,
put it on
after
our
October,
calendar.
it's like.
But before we finish October,
Yeah.
we do have another event, which is in Oh no, it's November.
Yeah.
I'm skipping a whole month here.
That's okay.
But yeah,
Yeah.
but October, what else
They
do we
all
have
run
going on?
together.
Yeah, they just keep going. Like at the end of the
Seems
year,
like it.
everything is for us at the end of the year.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Please
that-
come
that-
out to our haunted house.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sounds like a
definitely.
blast.
It's gonna
Okay.
be really scary. I think if you do have little kids that are scared, please let us know it beforehand
Yeah.
so we can tell everybody, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm it
But
down.
we are gonna try to make it as scary as
It's
possible.
gonna be fun. And you
Yeah.
don't have to be a kid. I
You
love
don't.
Halloween and
Yeah.
it's just gonna be
Yeah.
fun. And
Yeah.
it'll be a nightmare to remember.
Well, and talk about that. So, what would a donation be for Blue Santa?
So any type of toy,
Yeah.
monetary, toy,
Okay.
new, that's what we usually ask
Great.
for. But Olga's usually the mama bear on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, Blue Santa, we started this in 2011, and believe it or not, we only started with 11 families. And we actually, at the beginning of Blue Santa, we used to do turkeys for every family, food, everything, and then we used to give them the toys. It got kind of like costly, and a lot of time went into that because we would take a whole day to go do that. So then our chief, which was our old chief, Chief Lorenzo Herrera, used to say, you know what, let's just make it a big party. And that's what we did. We had the whole event at a civic center, and the families would show up there. They would eat there. They would get their presents. And, of course, we have Blue Santa out there as well.
Yeah.
Because COVID hit us, we couldn't do that no more. So now we started doing like a food line. Please pick up your stuff on the way. And instead of now doing the food, we actually do now the Thanksgiving. Before then, we do a big Thanksgiving feast for families that do not have families, that do want to come out and do want to enjoy having that kind of camaraderie with other people and sit down and, chit chat,
Okay.
So now we do that. But
And that's what you're talking about is we're getting into November. So that's
right,
your
no,
community.
I'm still talking about Blue Santa.
Okay, that's a different thing? Okay.
Yeah, that's a totally different thing, but that was before.
Yeah.
But Blue Santa is mostly for families, and we don't just cater to the city limits. We do cater outside of city limits because now the new sheriff, they honestly don't have the means to bring in monetary for them. So sometimes they have a family that may need something, and they'll call us and they'll say, hey, can we add them, or hey, can we put them on? We have families from Elmendorf, from Poth, from Lavernia. We have families from everywhere that do need that extra help, and we do help them out. So it's just, we try to stay within our city limits, but sometimes it's just
And
impossible.
with that said, if somebody out in the community, out in the county, does want to donate still, they can drop it off at the sheriff's office and we'll get it to them.
Yes.
So it's still a drop off if they need it too. So we try to help each other
nice.
out.
Yeah, I
the
believe
most, yeah.
Lavernia actually donated
Yeah.
3 or 4 boxes
Yeah.
of toys to
Shout
us.
out to Lavernia
Yes,
PD.
Nice.
they did a
Yes.
wonderful job, and they just donated that to us a couple of weeks ago,
it's
actually.
really sweet.
And they didn't want to take a picture. They're like, no,
Yeah.
we're not taking a picture. But they did do that for us, and it was really wonderful. And the same thing, cast. Everybody comes together, believe it or not.
Right.
Businesses actually put boxes out there. People come together. They'll call us and ask us, what can we do for you? Some families even sponsor some of our kids, and they buy them everything on their wish list. So it's really kind of sweet.
It
It
is.
is
It's
really
a
kind of sweet.
community
We have a good
coming
Yeah,
together.
community.
it is a community coming
We
together.
have to.
So, but yeah, that is our Blue Santa, and we're
Okay.
going already quite a couple of years
Yeah.
on that.
Well,
So,
fantastic. Okay. Do you want to talk about the events happening in November then?
November,
November, you have the dinners.
the dinner. Yeah, that's
Thanksgiving
Chevy's.
dinner.
That's
Okay.
Chevy's baby.
So last year, Lieutenant wanted to do something like a Thanksgiving dinner, so we came up with it literally in 2 weeks. He kind of gave it to us last
Okay.
minute, but we did it. We came together, our PD family, the wives, sisters, brothers. We all cooked in the kitchen at the event center. It was a lot of fun because it brought camaraderie with us as well. And literally, we just served the community. Whoever wanted a warm meal. It could be from families here, even families that came outside of in the county, military people that, you know, they don't have their family here or they're, you know, deployed here, staying here. Whoever's just in need of a warm meal, please do come by. We're going to be having that on Sunday, November 24th at 5 to 7. We'll start it off with the prayer as well. So please come and join us for that as we do our second annual community Thanksgiving dinner.
And that's at the Floresville Event Center.
Yes.
Mhm.
But if anybody would like to donate turkeys, anything like that, we are more than willing to take it because that's money we have to actually have donations for. And food is going up really expensive. And
It literally comes out of our pockets.
yeah, it literally does.
We're doing this.
Yeah,
so.
actually, a lot of it does come out of our pockets, which isn't a bad thing. But the turkeys we do try to get donated.
Yeah.
The stuffing, the potatoes, everything else is
Even
actually
from the
homemade
oil.
cooked. We actually cook that before.
Wow.
We don't bring anything in from anywhere. We actually have the families cook. The girls that don't know how to cook, we're like, okay, well, bring us some cookies, some
Yeah.
cupcakes,
Yeah.
something, you know, HEB. Yeah. So everything is homemade. So it's really kind of nice because you're like, oh, it's a homemade meal. And it is. It's a homemade meal. We actually make the turkeys in the morning. We deep fry those turkeys and we have them ready by the time everything starts. So yeah, everybody's out there like
Trimming it,
at
everything.
5, 6 o'clock cooking
whole
and
works.
everything. Yeah. So it's a family.
Yeah.
It's a family.
all-day
You know,
thing
it's an
for
all
us.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's organized by the Floresville Police Department.
Yes.
That's that
Yes.
function there. Okay. All right. And then you have another one coming up, something else, in December.
Yeah. Can I talk about that one a second? For cookies and hot cocoa?
No, that one's yours too.
Okay.
So,
That is all y'all.
so we decided to do something extra this year because Chief, brought it to our attention. He usually does the
Let's
coffee.
take a pause and let's go ahead and tell everybody who the chief is, who the
Yes.
lieutenant is.
Yes.
Let's make sure because there have been some changes, and yes,
Yes.
we do have a new chief.
Yes.
We
We
do.
do.
Probably know him, of course, from the DPS side. He is retired, but he also became our chief of police, which is Anthony Flores. So he's been really great. He's always, like Ms. Olga said at the beginning, he loves doing events. He's actually one of their public speakers, so he goes to the schools, he demonstrates, talks about, emergencies, everything. So we're glad to have him because he's always thinking of something new, which was the haunted house, and here we are doing hot cocoa and cookies with cops. So,
Great.
and then we have Lieutenant Herrera. He's been there for quite some time.
He's been there since 2011 as well.
Right.
He started off as an officer and made his way up all the way to lieutenant.
Okay.
And he does a lot of these things, a lot of these ideas aren't just me and Chevy.
No.
They're actually, some of them come from our police officers or a comment that is made to them by a citizen. Say, hey, how come we don't do this? Or and then we're like, oh yeah, why don't we? And we talk to the chief and say, hey, we can do it if we do it like at this day because it gives us time to get there.
Right.
And he's like, yeah, let's make it go. But then there's some things that we're like, we have to wait till next year because that's a big project.
It's too close to
So yeah,
that.
yes,
But-
definitely. But the one that we're talking about, the cookies and cocoa, is mostly coming from an event that happened with
mayor.
coffee. Yes, it was with the mayor. It was coffee with a cop, and we're like, well, why are we not doing something here at our department for something like that?
Open it up.
And it's to bring people that have questions that don't understand or have a question about traffic or have a question about their neighborhood or what can we improve on. That is what this is all about. It's to come and talk to the officers, come and talk to our chief and say, I have this situation or I have this question. What can we do? How do we work about it? Or what's the first step? A lot of people don't understand a lot of things. Yes, they do come to the chief, but there's steps that have to be taken before they get to our chief. And so that is where we have to like say, okay, this is what you got to do first, and then it comes to him,
And a lot of it comes to the sheriff's office because it comes to us,
Right.
dispatch, before it can go any
does.
further.
Sure.
Yeah.
And some people don't understand the fact that, okay, you got to call the dispatch
Yeah.
so they can make
Yeah.
a call, and then it goes
Get
from
to the
there.
right person.
Yeah.
It's
really
a
give you
process,
the right
and of
focus.
course, that's
Yeah.
where it comes working together to, okay, well, you
Yeah.
got this, you got that, and that
And even then, some of it's not even in our hands. Some of
Yeah.
it's text dot. We're like, I'm sorry, but you got to call text dot on that. So there's like a work in process in a lot of things. And there's a lot of things the police department has control over, and a lot of things the sheriff does. And a lot of it is text dot. So it's just departments within departments. And some people say, well, how come I can't do this? Or how come this hasn't been fixed? Or how come that sign is still down? And we're like, wait, it has to go through steps. And sometimes text dot does take a very, very long time to get to that one thing that we wish it could just be fixed right away. But and that's what this is all about, is to bring them closer to us, to answer some of these questions, and to figure out, what can be improved and how can we improve it, or even in their neighborhood, what's a good way to have a neighborhood watch, or can we have a neighborhood watch? A lot of people don't know they can have a neighborhood watch, and we help them set that up for them, and we help them get that going, And we actually have somebody an officer that actually does do neighborhood watch meetings.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's, and that's what the whole, the cookie with cream, or the cookie with cocoa is
Open
all
up the
about.
conversation.
Yes,
Make it easy
definitely.
for people
Yeah,
to
and on that
understand.
date, we specifically chose December 20th, which is a Friday. I believe Floresville ISD is getting an early release, so that's a way to bring the kiddos on over, and we might just have Blue Santa walking around.
Nice.
And we also have bike patrol. A lot of people don't know. Think our bike patrol is now actually doing bike patrol during certain hours, and they'll be out roaming around in their bike, in their uniform, just in the neighborhoods, just looking around, see what they need, and if they have questions for them too, it's the same thing. If any school or any parent would like their kids to know safety about bikes, let us know, because our bike patrol and our chief, they actually do have a program where they do go out and they actually do a safety for children, especially since when summer does come around again. That's really important.
And that's a big thing for any law enforcement agency is reaching out to our kids in the community.
Yes.
Our kids are, our
future.
kids.
They're the future.
And,
they are the future.
if your kids are having problems somewhere, reach out to the agencies. If you can't reach out to the school resources there, reach out to the law enforcement. We'll figure something out. We'll try to get them something, or get the parents some kind of help. So that's where we team up. Where
A lot of people are.
nice.
Some kids are kind of scared of police officers,
Yeah.
and maybe it's just the uniform and all the guns
just
and everything
think that,
around them.
like,
It's like, and some of these events are for the kids to understand that they're not all bad. We're not bad people.
all
They're here to
human
help
beings.
them, and that's a lot of the events that we do for the children
for the
as
kids.
well.
And of course the adults, because you do have some adults
Yes.
that want to see that one-on-one, want to meet the officers,
excellent.
or the deputies or troopers.
Right.
So you could always meet them. God forbid you get pulled over, but it's like, oh hey,
Meet him around
But yeah.
But the cookies and cocoa is gonna happen.
December 20th.
December 20th.
From 2 to 3, just depending, but it could last a little longer, but we're trying to shoot for 2 to 3.
Great. Yeah, great. Okay. Let's remind everyone, Sharon's asked us to share some phone numbers, and we'll kind of circle back through and we'll go through the list of events and remind everyone what's coming up. But what is the phone number to the Floresville Police Department?
Our phone number is 830-393-4055. And if you have any questions, we also have an email, which is police, and it's POLICE, and then department, abbreviated DEPT, at floresvilletx.gov.
Great. And the Wilson County
And
Sheriff's
for the sheriff's office, it's going to be 830-400-1850. Again, 830-400-1850. Option 8 for dispatch. I have an email at work. It's Camarillo. That's ECAMARILLO at wilsoncountytx.gov. So if you have any questions, I couldn't answer their events, but I could answer our events.
And also, we do have a Facebook, and our Facebook has everything out there, all our events that are coming up. Even if you just have a question about a certain situation or event or anything that you would like for us to answer, please just reach out to us through our Facebook. Chevy's really good. She's the
Yeah.
administrator on that, and she knows ins and outs of
So
that.
Facebook.com/Floresville Police. Like us, follow us. That's where you get all your informative information.
Yes.
So.
Everything.
And the sheriff's office also has a Facebook. If you have any questions, you can always send a question there too, and we will get to it. So it's either be me or Chief. Chief will get to it.
Okay.
Who's your
excellent.
chief? Who's the chief?
Because
you keep saying chief, but
Chief
nobody-
Garza.
we have different chiefs. Because I
Yes.
was like, wait,
Yes.
who is your chief? Because
Sheriff Stewart and Chief Garza.
Great. Okay. Well, so great. So everybody get out to National Night Out, which is Tuesday, October 1st.
Yes.
And
Yes.
you will get to meet all of their, that's kind of like your, I don't know, it's marking sort of the start of all of this, the holiday
yes,
activities
yes.
leading
Yes.
up to all of that. Should be a really big, grand event that y'all are hosting. So they will be at the Sheriff's Department for
Yes.
that.
Yes.
And then the very next week is Goober Games, so we all want to get out and support the Floresville Peanut Festival, and that's the kickoff for that. So that's Tuesday at the Event Center. And then you lead into this awesome haunted house that's happening on October 25th at the Floresville Police Department.
Yes.
And then just get ready for, and that kind of kicks off two reminders for donations for Blue Santa.
Yes.
Yes.
In that program.
Yes.
And then you have a wonderful community Thanksgiving,
Yes,
which
ma'am.
will be the Sunday, November 24th.
Yes, ma'am.
And then kind of finishing up the year with your cookies and cocoa.
With the cop.
With a cop. All right.
And
At the
then-
Floresville Police Department.
Ending with Blue Santa.
And ending with Blue Santa. Right.
And then anybody, please join us on Facebook, because that is where you're going to know when to register for Blue Santa, or if you have a family that needs to be registered. You yourself don't have to be the one to register. I mean, that person doesn't have to be. As long as we have some information on that person, we'll be more than happy to help them out. But Facebook is where you're going to find all that information.
Social media.
Yeah, definitely our social media would be the one to where it even has the form out there to register. So please just like us and follow us, and that way you'd be more informed also. So.
All right. Is there anything else that you need to mention before we conclude our conversation?
No, I think
We
are
got it
good.
all?
Yeah, I think
I think
so.
so.
Yeah, I think so. It's just
I'd
follow
like to
us.
thank
yeah.
everybody for joining
Yeah,
us. and,
definitely. I
Definitely
hope we
thank you
had a
for
good
having us
turnout.
out and letting us,
Yes.
explain
Yes.
all of the events we got
Yes,
going on.
absolutely.
And
It was a fun, lively conversation. Thank you, but he was kind of quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
was.
a little dead.
he's kind of he's a little dead right now.
Shy.
It's early.
He's just ready for the haunted house. You'll see him there.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he'll make another appearance. Well, great. Well, thank you all for joining us today. We appreciated hearing from you, and look forward to drawing one of you as a winner for this basket. So comments made today, this is what you're in the drawing for. Pretty cool. And we want to thank our sponsor, The Price Way, which includes the dealerships Price, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram and Jeep, and Richardson Brothers Chevrolet. And they are located next to each other on 181. You can't miss it. And you can just shop all makes and models, as well as huge service department that can help you with your vehicle needs. And in addition, careers. So check them out. They are linked in this video. And thank you, The Price Way, for your sponsorship. Thank you all for coming.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Yeah,
This
and
was a lot of fun. Thank you.
it's been great, and we look forward to. Please join us again next Wednesday when we'll be live again. So see you then.
Thank you.